This isn't a niche issue, as has been touched on before. 3 out of 10 children living in poverty, many of them going to school hungry. This is a matter of national shame. And it's also made me reflect on how privileged I was. I went to our local state school. It's a perfectly fine school, but I never went to school hungry. I always had a roof over my head. There's no way I'd have managed to concentrate and get the grades I needed at school to go on and study veterinary science at Liverpool University. 7 fantastic years at Liverpool University. If I'd been going to school hungry, I could not have achieved that. And we know in this country, look, we're short of vets, we're short of doctors, we're short of engineers. There's a huge amount of talent that is being wasted because children cannot reach their full educational potential. And so I didn't catch the Honourable Member's constituency name. Liverpool West Derby, very good. You touched on the Honourable Member touched on the economic benefits of universal free school meals and rightly mentioned the PricewaterhouseCoopers study that showed for every pound put into free school meals, you get £1.71 in return and growth in the economy, for a whole variety of reasons, but including the fact that children end up getting better jobs and paying more tax, over £18 billion over a 20-year period. You've got less childhood obesity, costing the NHS less, people less likely to end up on long-term benefits because they're getting better jobs and are healthier. But also, we know that the prison illiteracy rate is several times the national average. It costs £51,000 a year to keep someone in prison, yet apparently we can't afford to give them a free school meal that might help them prevent them going down that journey in the first place. So we've not only got the moral argument, the heartbreaking argument that children should be going to school well fed, but it's also the economic argument that we can be actually growing our economy if we're brave enough to provide these meals. I visited Itchen Abbas primary school. It's a tiny rural primary school, a little bit like the one I went to, only 60 or 70 children in it. And they touched on the issue of breakfast clubs, how by the time they have to have staff come in an hour early, open up the school, pay the staff, pay the heating, and then only getting around 60, 70, 80 pence a meal, it's costing them a lot to provide these breakfast clubs. And they want to do it, but at the moment it's not feasible. And I totally support breakfast clubs. I think they're a fantastic idea, but we have to make sure that not only are they affordable for the schools and not costing the schools extra, but they are providing good, nutritious food for children. And quite clearly, 60 or 70p a meal, when you put all the other costs added to that, are not going to lead to a nutritious meal. It's going to cost the school a lot of money. So I just finished by saying that despite the best efforts of Liz Truss and the last government, we are still one of the wealthiest nations on the planet. There is no reason any child should be going to school hungry. And it is, if we make the right choices over the next few years, we can ensure that every child reaches their full educational potential and we grow our economy and every child actually enjoys being at school.